Better Call Saul, Season 4, Episode 6. Pinata. That's what's coming up. Here we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and welcome to my channel. In the previous episode, we saw Saul Goodman in full flow as he is out on the streets conducting business and then getting mugged, obviously. Kim is ignoring Mesa Verde, her responsibility, her job, and it's not even like she has enough help to be able to do that, so that's kind of weird. She's found a new hobby. I wonder if she wants to do that kind of law now? I don't know. The meth lab is under construction. People from Germany, engineers and contractors, are coming over for just that. So that's pretty much it. Will Jimmy get his revenge? Or is he done? Because we did see him washing the painting away on the windows. And lastly, hashtag poor Howie. Wow, I feel bad for that guy. Anyways, without any further ado, let's jump into it. Here we go. Oh, it's a flashback.
Pretty good.
HHM?
Love Emma Thompson.
Who doesn't?
She's so pragmatic.
Emma Thompson, that's the professor, forgot her name, the Ravenclaw professor who can see stuff and has visions. And also the lady from Love Actually.
And I
Right?
got Chloe to throw in.
I'll do 3.
Already done.
No, you're making the rest of us look bad.
If you wouldn't stop at every cubicle to...
It's called being friendly. It's great for morale.
It is great for wasting time.
That too.
Kick it up a bit.
Chuck.
I did it. Isaacson versus Vicarian Holdings, Inc. We've been assembling binders for months.
I've been kind of slammed with the Oscar pool, in case you weren't paying attention.
Right, sorry. I'll try harder. So this guy, he tells them, that corporation's been dissolved. Isaacson shares are worthless.
Whoa.
Right? But Chuck does some digging.
Right.
Turns out they formed a new corporation that's virtually identical to the old corp Isaacson invested in. It's the same officers, same structure, everything. Right? So Chuck finds exemption 4 in Linnae versus Cincinnati.
Okay,
which is
okay, yeah, listen, I appreciate it. Just big picture it for me.
I am. Won a case that Howard thought was unwinnable using only the power of obscure case law. Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. McGill.
Jimmy.
Chuck, big day, huh?
Yeah. Thanks.
Kim Wexler.
Of course. You're one of our law students?
Yes, I'm in my 3rd year at UNM, thanks to HHM. Liable under the continuing enterprise exception as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, we looked into that. What was the case law on that?
Garcia versus co-manufacturing.
Sounds like it was Isaacson v. Chuck handing him his butt on a platter.
Isaacson is...
He's not a lawyer, man. But he is very much a sales guy.
That's right. Thanks, Jimmy.
Hale.
Still got that suit.
There's a Mr. Bushmills waiting in my office.
Kim? Jimmy?
I like Kim's expressions at Jimmy's comments, like, bro. Really?
That'll be you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. See you later, Jimmy.
Yeah, she can be. Definitely can be. She has got that in her. Jimmy
Ben, what do you got for me?
is so good, but not at this. And I just
You think Pacino's gonna hoo-ah his way to Oscar glory, huh?
wish he would have gone down a different career path. It would have worked out so well for him. So well. Because he is, honestly, he is too good. Just not at this law, I mean. Salesman. If he was a salesman, proper, you know, he would have been a millionaire, billionaire right now. Or like a negotiator or whatever. What's those people called? People who like negotiate to get deals done. I guess that'd be kind of a lawyer, right?
Be exempt from sign code restrictions on size and location.
Okay, good to see she's finally back to working on Mesa Verde. That's... Oh, okay. She gonna leave Mesa Verde again and move over to that?
Under legal precedent. Viola, can you look up the relevant case law here for me?
She just can't help herself. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Jimmy was a public defender, criminal lawyer. I don't know what it's called. He was doing what Kimmy did in the previous couple of episodes as well. I was just thinking along the lines of them building a partnership, which is something Jimmy's always wanted. I mean, if she really wants it, them two coming together could be good. Kim Wexler, bankruptcy. Oh. Yeah, he really wants that, and I don't know if that's good for Kim. Banking for her.
I was up late justifying a giant horse statue to the Park City Zoning Commission.
You know, Kimmy seems like the kind of person who would like smash anything. Do you know what I mean? But it would seem her passion might be for, the criminal stuff. I'm not sure.
Does that mean you were able to schedule an appointment with a therapist?
I decided not to go.
Oh.
At least he's not lying.
Okay.
Like before, where he just lied straight up about his job.
I thought you already decided to go.
I know, I did. But then
I met Howard.
time went by and I kind of calmed down, and
It wasn't working out for Howard.
I need to be moving forward, Give this a try. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, of course, Jimmy.
Yeah, listen, I know you wanted me to go.
You have to do what's best for you.
Yes, you do.
Hello, Rich.
So good to see you.
You too. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Oh, are you kidding? I've been wanting to thank you in person ever since you sent Billy Gatwood our way. So, shall we?
3 more weeks.
Can I sign it?
Oh, lovely.
So, how's James holding up? I didn't get to speak with him at the funeral.
We're taking it one day at a time.
Well, grief moves at its own pace.
That's true.
Different for everybody.
That's very true.
How's your banking division?
Well, we have some banking work, but I wouldn't say we have a division.
Would you like one?
Okay. Wait, so she actually wants to do this banking thing? I thought it was getting a bit old for her. From the fact that she's pushing? Just missed the H. Pushing makes a verde to the side, John.
2 bedrooms each, wired and plumbed.
Yes.
Couple treadmills over there, barbells, weight bench. You build out a stock bar, beer on tap. They're Germans, so.
Well.
Entertainment system here, DVD player, projector and screen setup might be nice. A few lazy boys or couches, pool table, I don't know, foosball. Hell, we could even put up a hoop. Germans play basketball, yeah?
Dick Nowitzki. Come on.
I'd like a full camera perimeter inside. And we'll keep it low profile, and then we'd be watching. We just don't need to stick it in their faces. Outside, too, obviously. In case someone tries to find a way in. Close by, 2 guys 24-hour monitoring, working shifts. Let's say 5 guys minimum.
The restaurant?
To have a couple German speakers as well.
I can provide you, man.
I don't know how many times I've said it by now. Mike is a thorough guy. Looking after everything. Everything. But he's right, though. Keeping the workforce happy.
I'd love to see what something, say, like 24-foot.
Attorney at law.
Sorry, we just don't make them that big.
Who does?
Pager. That reminded me of Paige.
Jimmy McGill.
Yes, I'm looking for Jimmy McGill,
Yeah, you.
That's Playa.
the lawyer.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Sit in the pie.
I think you did my aunt's will.
Oh.
That's what it says here. She died.
Sorry.
I thought it was Playa.
Oh, Mrs. Strauss passed away. How?
She went in her sleep a couple weeks ago. heart failure.
Wow.
The Hummel.
Oh, the little figure. Yeah, he got it.
So, he finished college then?
Yep, just this last semester.
Wow.
Oh, good. That's.
He remembered it all. Well, he wrote the will, yeah.
Is there a memorial?
Wow, he actually feels bad.
Anyway, it's my busiest time at work, and Angie's doing the best she can, but I have to get back to Salt Lake. Are you on an hourly rate, or would this be like a flat fee kind of thing? Mr. McGill?
He's not a lawyer.
Sorry, not
Yeah.
practicing any longer.
Oh, darn it.
I can refer you, though.
Kim, let's go.
Hamlin McGill has an excellent estate law department.
Okay.
I'll help you sort things out.
Hamlin, McGill. McGill? Wait, isn't that you?
It's just a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
God damn it.
God damn it, Chuck. Ah, may he rest in peace. Sandpiper.
My husband and I scrimped and saved for so many years. We did our best to build a nest egg so that we wouldn't be a burden to our family. After Ronald passed, I moved
The dolly shot in the stairs.
my money was gone. How could that be? Where did it all go?
Oh, and the tears.
Piper Crossing facility or other associated.
This is kind of sad, man. Not kind of, this is really sad. Because he's mourning more for her than his own brother. Is it the same place where they had the dinner with the Mesa Verde people? And then Howard showed up, right? And I believe Schweikart was here as well. Not Schweikart. I don't know why I keep referring to him Schweikart. I mean, he might be Schweikart, I don't know. But the guy who she was talking to earlier, who works for Schweikart and Coakley.
Actually, I have news. Good news. It's great news, really. It could change things for Wexler McGill, but I met with Rich Schweikart today.
Oh, he is. Okay, cool.
They want me to run their banking division. Build it, really.
You're not seriously considering it.
I'd be coming in as a partner.
But I thought things were going okay with Mesa Verde since,
Yeah, they are. They were. My workload has gotten a lot more complicated lately. I've been taking on some pro bono work. Overflow from the public defender's office.
PD overflow. When did you? Why?
I like it. I'm good at it.
Yeah, you are.
I'm helping people, Jimmy. And I know that sounds cheesy. It's, it's whatever, but it's the truth.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Took me a second.
I have been thinking about.
I got to it in the end.
I'm thinking an office in one of these refurbished bungalows, downtown by the courts. Stick around where all the people who need help are. Boy, it has a nice ring to it now. Wexler McGill, criminal law.
That all sounds great.
I think that she was trying to tell him.
If I go to Schweikart and Coakley, I have all those associates to help cover Mesa Verde. It'll keep paying the bills and free me up to do the work I really care about.
So you kind of get to have your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, she literally started with this might put a break or whatever in the WM.
I'll be right back.
No, Jimmy.
What? I gotta hit the head.
Hit the head? Which head are we hitting? Fork. I like how he said Schweikart can't take no for an answer, and here he is, unable to take no for an answer. I do feel bad for him. I do, but
I say do it.
it's just not meant to be. It's very clashing personalities, and we saw that in the opening as well.
Kim, you gotta do what's best for you.
You sure?
Yes.
You mother.
Who knows? 10 months, a lot can happen.
Yeah.
A lot can happen.
To Schweikert and Coakley and Wexler.
That was a very interesting scene. Very, very interesting. First off, I like it. I'm good at it. I did it for me. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Oh, I love it. The callbacks from earlier. The call forwards to, Walt. We'll talk more at the end.
I stand by what I said. There's a time and there's a place. And that wasn't it.
He left me quite the mess.
Yeah, I can see that.
It'll be okay. Eventually. Anita's not happy. You might want to call her.
Probably better if I don't.
You know that I would never forget Maddie.
I know. No one expects you to wear a hair shirt for the rest of your life.
Same goes for you.
You and Kaylee okay?
We're good.
Then I'm good. I was thinking maybe I could pick Kaylee up from school tomorrow.
That'd be a big help, Pop.
Pop. If it wasn't for the illegal stuff, Mike honestly might be the nicest, best guy in terms good guy, actual genuinely good guy.
I tell you.
No one's perfect.
I got a pressing need only $5,000 will cure.
Oh, there you go then. Everything correct?
Oh man, poor Howie.
See a lot of empty cubicles out there. What's going on?
We've had some setbacks.
Paying out to Chuck's estate?
And that is part of it. To be frank, Frank's reputation is
Yeah.
not what it was.
Although I don't want you to be frank, I think you're good as Hamlin.
Call it right sizing.
Howard.
No, I mean, what's the plan to get HHM back on its feet?
He's coming back.
Kidding me? I just referred a client to you guys. You're welcome, by the way. And you're telling me this place is falling apart? Get your shit together, Howard.
Excuse me?
Oh, please. You suffer one little setback and you're gonna let your entire legacy go?
One little setback.
Fine. Your pain is very special. Woe is you. Just stop wallowing, okay? This place is all you've got. That and your hair, which clock's ticking there too, so. You want to save your business? You want to save your dignity? You're going to have to fight. Hey, you're a shitty lawyer, Howard, but you're a great salesman. So get out there and sell.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
There you go. Use that.
Lovely. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought he was trying to help him. But Jimmy has his ways, obviously. Jimmy and Howard, you know what? Open a sales company together. Both of you are great salesmen. He literally sold Howard to Howard. Oh, the phones. I was wondering, is he gonna get payback on those kids? I mean, I don't know. I like how they keep showing us the aquarium. Why is she...
All set over here. You got a spot yet?
Why is she getting in his way? Let the man work.
Regardless, we have full run of the place. There's no prying eyes. All right. Well, that's it then.
There she is again.
Yeah, I change half the water in the tank every week.
What are you doing?
Oh, Mrs. Nguyen. Just, step right on in any time,
Yeah.
I don't want people coming in and out to buy your stupid phones.
I'm not going to sell them out of the office, so don't worry about it.
You can't keep them here.
I pay rent for this place, so I can do whatever I want with it.
They're a fire hazard.
Well, they're not going to be here very long, okay? That's on me. No, it's prepaid, 350 minutes.
Get rich quick schemes never work.
Just watch me.
Not unless it's Saul. His schemes always work. His problem is commitment. Just commit to being bad, like Chuck said, and you'll be good. Well, will be bad. Very bad.
Even if it doesn't, my doctor tells me again and again that you may never wake. And yet, I wait.
He's a patient one. They're both patient.
I plucked one and hid behind our shack. I ate the whole thing. I'd never tasted something so sweet. It was like caramel. First, we ate the fruit ourselves. And then I began taking it to the village to sell. One day, much of the fruit was gone from my tree. Pieces were scattered on the ground, half eaten. I thought it was probably a coati, opportunist. I built a snare using branches and wire. It didn't take long for the animal to set it off. I was ready. I caught it. It fought me, but I was stronger.
He had become the wolf.
The merciful thing would have been to kill it. I kept it. It lived for quite some time.
It's talking about actor.
I believe.
There it is. And he will be ready. Waiting. Gonna move his finger? No? Saw a little bit of movement. There's a workforce. It's the Germans.
Ist ja riesig.
Ja.
Ist das eine Bar?
Ja. Sieht so aus.
Hallo!
Wunderbar. That is so satisfying, I swear. Especially after a long day's work or in the morning when you just get up. I don't know why. In the morning you're so tired. Well, not tired, just lazy, just like sleepy.
All right, gentlemen. We have a few things to go over here. That means you too. Over here, Kai.
Es reicht.
Can cook whatever you want. The refrigerator's...
Is Kai gonna be a problem? Maybe he's looking around. I mean, what he did already. Although that's fine. Just getting a drink.
So when do the girls get here? Anything within reason. Any more questions? All right. Got some time to relax and settle.
Once the work begins, they focus. What you've done here is very impressive.
They're very impressive. Nice.
Hey, Mike.
Hey. You keep an eye on this one.
I knew it. I was just waiting for it. Yeah, he seems like a problem maker. It's those kids. I'm like, is that Kai? Hey, it's Jimmy in the tracksuit. Slav Jimmy. Hey. Can he squat like a Slav, though?
Give me all you got now. If you could just expand your thinking a little bit. You talk too much.
He's pretty good at that.
All right, we got a man of action.
This is part of a plan, right? There's no way he did this just to make a deal with him. Yeah. He didn't run to his car. Trapped him.
You should have taken the deal.
He's got some guys waiting for him. Yep, told ya. Trapped him. Pinata! Oh, when he was on the phone. Was that Hugh, by the way? Was one of them Hugh? Please tell me it was Hugh.
Didn't know I had friends, did you? So what's it gonna be, fast or slow? It's gonna hurt like a bitch either way. What was that? Was it?
Wow, this camera work is amazing.
We're sorry, man. All right, we're sorry. I'll swear, man. I'll swear on anything you want me to.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
Yes, man. You'll never have to see us again.
And you will spread the word that I'm off limits?
Yes. We'll tell everyone. We'll say, don't mess with the cell phone guy.
I think they get it.
No, come on, let them do their thing.
Seriously, guys, we're done. Okay, we're good. All right, that's enough.
That is Hugh, isn't it?
No, please. No, please.
Yep, go ahead. You're not gonna hit them. Just scaring them. It's part of the plan. That's definitely Hugh. Wait.
You get one warning.
I know that guy. Do I? Well, stay out of my territory, and that's the end of that one, eh? That's not my cell phone. Reminded me of Walt. That was quite an exit. Jimmy McGill. I say it almost every episode that I see him turning, but then he does something to like go back to Jimmy. It's weird. Like at this point, I'm like, with Chuck, I'm like, just become Saul. Like, you wanna. Anyways, that was a brilliant episode. Before I talk more about it, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction, and also if you want early access to these, both on Patreon, link in description. Thank you so much, every single one, for supporting me all this time. Also in the description, you'll find links to all the stuff that I've done on YouTube links to playlists. So check it out. Thank you so much, every single one for supporting me all this time. And yeah, this show's amazing. I absolutely love it. The way it makes you feel for certain characters, the ins and outs, the highs and lows, it's just so well done. It is too good of a show, man. It's just brilliant. It's like, simply put, brilliant. And there's so much going on in this one. I wrote so much. I've never written this much stuff, by the way. I'm trying not to talk as much during the episodes. I understand that can be annoying, and sometimes I do just blurt it out because I don't remember. I've got short-term memory loss, I suppose. Not really, but Speaking of goldfish, I've got the memory of a goldfish. I am by the Jimmy's goldfish. Anyways, so yeah, where do I even start? All right, you know what? We'll start with Kim and Jim. Kimmy talking to Jimmy. So we get the flashback first, and we see the whole Chuck situation and how much Kim sort of looks up to Chuck, and Jimmy even says that to her in that scene, that one day that'll be you, and she's like, yep. And the way she's talking to him, the way she shows interest, and how she's really up on all the info and really ready to go, honestly, and eager to go, shows how much of a hardworking person she is. It doesn't really matter how smart you are. If you don't work hard, you will fail. It's as simple as that. So it's not that Kim is smart, which she is. It's that she's also very hardworking. Now, that's the difference between Jim and Kim. Jimmy's very smart, but he's not that hardworking. Not up to that point, at least. Now, obviously, he doesn't work hard when it comes to other things. But up to that point, he has no clue what's going on. And it would seem at that point also, he doesn't have a clue because he hasn't started studying law just yet. He goes into that room with the books and everything, and he takes interest into it. Now, we were told, and we saw as well, that he took on law because of Chuck. But I think there might be a bit more to it now. Obviously, we saw already there was because of Chuck. So I'm not saying it wasn't because of Chuck. That's there, and that's great. I think it also might be for Kim and how Kim felt about this whole situation. I think he might have wanted to be able to be included in those sort of conversations. And also, I guess, in a way, it's like that scene with Chuck, Jimmy, and Rebecca when they're eating dinner and Jimmy's making those jokes. And Chuck sort of becomes jealous and sort of wants to crack a joke and want to be like Jimmy, because not for Jimmy or anything like that, but for Rebecca, because Rebecca is really enjoying Jimmy's jokes and his personality in general. And I think that's what happened here now. We kind of saw Jimmy see Kim see Chuck, and Jimmy was like, I would like her to see me like that too, you know, with so much to sort of look up to and to sort of, you know, like, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that, but I think that might have been it. And the way, how awkward it got when Jimmy made his typical remark, right? And the way Kim reacted to that as well, the facial expressions she made. I think that might have been it for Jimmy, like, oh, just my wit alone is not going to do it. I need to do something more, something that she's actually interested in. And then there, Jimmy tells Kim, do what's best for you. And then there, Kim tells Jimmy, do what's best for you. And then later on in that dinner scene, when she's talking about Schweikart and Coakley, Jimmy tells Kim, do what's best for you. So that was a brilliant parallel there. Now, at that dinner, when she's explaining to Jimmy what it is that she wants to do and her interest in criminal law, she says, I liked it. I'm good at it. It reminded me of Walter White, if you've seen Breaking Bad. And he's explaining it to Skyler, why he did what he did. He said, you know, it was for me. I liked it. I was good at it, right? Be good. That's not where it all ends. See, that's what I'm saying. I've written so much down. And I'm sure I'm reaching with a lot of them. But that's why we're here. We're Reach, right? So, first off, we see that notepad that Jimmy has when he's sleeping, and we see Kim see it, obviously. And so we see the names and stuff. I wasn't able to read through all of them. I actually went back to see what was on there, because what I've written down was about that scene, and I need to be sure that this wasn't there. So I thought it wasn't there, but then I went back and saw it and it wasn't there. So on the list, he basically made a list of things or the kind of type of law that him and Kim would be practicing, because he wanted the WM thing, right? So he was banking for Kim, which is great because that's what she's doing already, and she seems to be into that as well. And then he has a bunch of things for him: insurance, bankruptcy, and a few other things, but criminal law isn't one of those things. And he tells Kim that he has been thinking about criminal law as well. Now, I want to make this clear. I understand Jimmy, and I mentioned it during the reaction as well, started this show off as a criminal lawyer. I don't know what it's called. I guess criminal lawyer, but like a public defender, right? Doing what pretty much Kim wants to do, the thing that Kim says she likes it, right? She's good at it. So he might not have written it down because that's just one of those things that he's already done, and he knows a lot about it, and he just has it, so he doesn't need to write that down. Whereas the other stuff he might have written down to research it a little and to understand it a bit more, perhaps. I'm not sure. But in that moment, he talked about that, and Kim had already seen the notepad. That tells Kim, this guy's lying to me because it wasn't on his plans. I saw his plans. It wasn't there. But then again, like I said, at the same time, I because she knows that he was a public defender before this, so maybe it wasn't there. Maybe she understands that she, I guess, doesn't need to write that there. But, and then in that scene, you know, Kimmy, the way she starts off, she says, I have good news for you, but it'll put a break in our WM plans, or your WM plan, I suppose. And right then and there, she's trying to tell him, like, just like, this is not going to happen. We aren't, you know, people who have clashing personalities, they'll get along in life. Life partners, they'll get along. That's fine. I've seen so many people that get along just fine, even though the way they think is so different. But when it comes to workplace, it just never works. And this is their workplace. So I think she realizes finally this is not going to work if we do the WM thing. And I say that simply because of, one, she started with, it's not going to work, the WM thing is not going to work out. And second, the way she described the job offer from Schweikart and Coakley. Well, they didn't offer her this job. She literally went in, called them up, set up the meeting, and asked them about their banking department and like pitched it to them. She was a salesperson in that moment. So no, they didn't offer her anything. She went and did that. So it then, again, like I said, there's so much going on. This now goes back to what Jimmy did about the therapist, right? So he made up, or he took on that job, the cell phone job, simply to get out of the therapist thing. He wasn't going to take the job, then he takes a job to get out of the therapist thing. That was very clear. She sees that Jimmy still has the WM plans, goes to Schweikert and Coakley. By the way, she's ignoring Mesa Verde, but she's willing to go to another firm, get more work, while also working on her PD stuff. I think she did it so she can say no to Jimmy's WM plan. Again, like I said, I've written a lot down and I feel like I'm reaching with it, but there it is. It's in the open now. Let me know what you think about that. So that's that stuff right there. Good stuff, yeah? I hope, at least. Then there's the whole Howard and Jimmy scene. I thought that Jimmy was trying to sort of motivate him, and I think he was, by the way he replied to him when he said "fuck you, Jimmy." He was like, there it is, use it, so that was great. That was good, because Jimmy is now, I mean, let's be honest, it is all tangled. Do you know what I mean? What happened with Chuck and Howard, and it's Jimmy's there, Chuck is there, Kim is there, Howard's there, they're all in there. So Jimmy's, I guess, now doing something that'll help Howard and HHM, because HHM is down because of Chuck, and Chuck is down because of, we don't need to go through that again. You know what happened. So that's great. That's why I'm saying, like, he does bad and then he does good, and then you're like, well, are you Saul or are you Jimmy still? And I'm not sure. And then he feels more bad for, or he shows more emotion for Mrs. Strauss than he ever did for Chuck, which is just really sad. Like, really, really sad. It was good to see Chuck, though. Pretty, like, well dressed up and, like, polished. You know what I mean? Good to see him back. Good to see Howard, proper Howard with his proper suit and everything. We then have the whole situation with the lab and Mike being the third guy that he is coming through, setting the place up really well for the workers, and then Kai being Kai. That was very good. Like I said, he's generally someone that someone who cares about people and wants to do the best he can to make them as comfortable as possible. Now, obviously, it is done for himself. Mike is doing that so they can do the job well, but at the same time, he's also looking after them, which is great. And that's why I said during the reaction was, if it wasn't for the illegal stuff that he's doing, Mike genuinely would be like a good guy, like proper good guy. But then again, not everyone's perfect. Then we have the whole speech with Gus. Obviously, he was referring to Hector when he was talking about the animal, but like, it kind of gives you a view, a look into his mentality. He's a very complicated character. So we have seen him do good stuff, right? We've seen him reject taking a cut from Mike's money because he doesn't want to take money from a child, from his family. Good guy. We have seen Lydia talk about Gus as if he's like a really kind and nice and good guy, when Mike said, why do all this for just a drug dealer, right? Again, paints him as the good guy. He does a lot of charities. He does a lot of that stuff. Good guy. At the same time, we know what he does in Breaking Bad. Bad guy. Evil guy. The worst. Darth Sidious, even worse guy. Darth Vader, forget it. He's worse. Do you know what I mean? Guy. We also see his plan, or know his plan, for Hector. Again, sadistic. Fucked up guy. And now we see how he treated an animal. What do you gain from getting revenge on an animal? Not killing it. Like, yeah, okay, you don't want it to eat your tree. All right, fine, kill it. It's injured as well, it's hungry. Didn't do that. He waited. Very patient. Again, monster. It seems like he has episodes, honestly. Like, he's really good, and then he's like, hater, and then you don't want to be near him. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about that as well, and then we'll end it on Jimmy, or Saul rather, because it was very Saul-like, intimidating those boys on the street. And yeah, getting it done in the tracksuit. That was a very well shot scene as well. The upside down to the right side up to the upside down to the, the dark. Yule and who's the other guy, by the way? I feel like I know that guy, but I can't remember how I know that guy. You know, in the back, in the shadows, smashing the pinatas, absolutely scaring the shit out of these guys, and basically running him out of his territory and spreading the word like Jesse with the ATM. Be a blowfish. So yeah, a lot happened, a lot. And you heard me. So let's get into the comment section. Let's talk. What do you think about all that I've said? And then your own theories, if they're any different from mine as well. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm eager to see what you have to say, because I feel like I'm reaching with some of the stuff, but you know, let's see where it takes us. I'm loving this show. This is honestly, man, I kind of see what some people were telling me then. Some people, when I was watching Breaking Bad, some people were telling me Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad. Now, I don't know if I would go that far to say it's better, but I see their point, basically. I see why they would say that. I don't think it's better right now, at least. I still, Breaking Bad was better, but I get it. I get why you would say such a statement, because at the time I was like, better than Breaking Bad? Shut your face, you know, in my head. Now I'm kind of seeing it like, oh, okay, I see how you would think that. And yeah, it's a very good show. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And like I said, Patreon link in the description for early access full length. Other links in the descriptions as well to playlists and stuff on YouTube for videos and movies and all that good stuff. Check it out. Thank you so much, all of you, for watching and supporting and doing all that great work. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice